Super Show.
Fantastic. Hello and a great good evening to you. You're listening to the Clara Looper radio show. That is absolutely correct, but you're listening to Calvin. Calvin Looper. I say we're live. We're here in living color. You know, we just left Burger Brothers. We had an opportunity to go down through Burger Brothers grocery store. We walked through the aisles. We walked through both of the aisles. We had a chance to look around and see what was happening there at Burger Brothers grocery store. It was great. It was exciting. But then we got to a part there, say, you know, you can even get a hot sandwich there at Burger Brothers grocery store. You wondering where it is? Say, you listen to this station. You listen right here to this show. I want you to sit back. I want you to relax. I want you to call a good friend and let them be a part of the LU, the Langston University homecoming activities that are happening today out in Langston, Oklahoma. Say, I wish I was there, but I'm here to bring you some goodness, here to bring you some greatness, here to bring you something that I know that you're going to appreciate. And, you know, Burger Brothers is one place, 217 South, what street is that? What street? Thank you, Miss Hunter. Miss Hunter's out in Langston. How did I know she was gonna? You know, it's a funny thing about Langston graduates. They're everywhere. You know, you go across the world, you see some great people that have graduated from Langston University. Spent 4 good years out there. Spent 4 great years out there. Got their degrees and gone on, and then helped make life a better life for all of us out there. Say, Langston University, you have our congratulations. Right here, the Clara Looper Radio Show, a visit with Clara Looper Radio Show. We got 47 and a half minutes and a great time. So sit back, relax, call a friend, make sure that they're a part of today's show. Say, here it goes, here it goes. Indeed, I'm having a good time in there. If you want woo-woo, if you want woo-woo, you better be mine. Say, I'm sending this out to a 1976 graduate of Langston University. You know, a very beautiful young lady. She's done great things around here in Oklahoma City. You know, I know she's done great things because of the fact that she's a friend of mine and a great friend. Jocelyn, happy homecoming. Jesse, happy homecoming. All of y'all out there, say, let's have a great time at Langston University today because this is homecoming time. We're winning. We're going to win this game some kind of way, even though we may be down and out. You know, the Langston face an undefeated team today, and they're playing Panhandle State University at the 1986 homecoming. That game started at 3:30 p.m. So we off into about the third or fourth quarter. We haven't had no call yet, but I guarantee you that before the show's over, that you will hear live and live in color what's happening out there. So make sure that you let your friends know that they're listening to today's Clara Looper radio show. Hey, it's a special tribute. Special tribute. You know, I enjoy this copy of a free copy, mind you, of the Ebony Tribune. I really should not be giving them an advertisement, but then what can I say? When you see good people doing good things, you better tell about it. You better talk about it. And they're doing great things because they're talking about the 89 years that Langston University has been there, and the dream that continues, the dream that comes true. You know, you can look around you, every school system, every school building that you're in, you can see a Langston graduate in there. There's a Galloway, there's a Brown, there's a Loop, there's a Jocelyn. Say, Langston University graduates are everywhere. We do a great job. We're talking about here in the Oklahoma City area. We're not going to talk about the Tulsa. We're not going to talk about McAllister. We're not going to talk about Wynnewood. We're not going to talk about any little small town. But then you look around you, you'll see a Langston University graduate. If you are worried about where to send your kid to school, if your kid is a senior in high school, you know, he's made ACT scores, he made the SAT scores, say, make sure that he be a part. Make sure that he thinks, or she thinks, about the Langston University homecoming. Oh, I wish I was out there. I know they're having a great time because today is a great day. Today is a great day because so many good things have happened. You know, there was the class of '66 buffet breakfast there. There was that started at 7:30. There was the homecoming parade that started at 11 o'clock. There was there is a great game going on. There was a band show that went on before things started happening out there. Say, we at Rainbow Bread, I'm going to talk about my good people. I'm going to talk about some good people that wish they was out there. See, what we should have done was make sure that we had a bus to get them ready to go out there. I'm talking about my good friends out at Watkins Stevens Nursing Home. It's a good place, great place to go. Watkins Stevens Nursing Home. Say, if you're concerned about your friends, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, Watkins Stevens Nursing Home, one stop does it all. That is the place. That is the place for you to go, because Watkins Stevens Nursing Home makes sure that people can take care of you and will take care of you. And I guarantee you it's some great things. But sit back, relax. Make sure that you call a friend. Make sure that they're a part of today's show. For once in my life, say, I can't sing, but I guarantee you that if you go by Enterprise Square Plaza, that's located at 4901 North Martin Luther King Avenue. Now, that used to be Eastern Avenue, but you know where 4901 North Martin Luther King Avenue is, because there you're going to see Enterprise Square Plaza. Great place. You'll like it. Senior citizens say all you got to do is just ease up in the avenue and say that, I'm going to Enterprise Square Plaza. That's the place you got to go. There they can take care of all your bill needs. Post office, their money orders, OG&E, ONG, your water company, all that can be taken care of at Enterprise Square Plaza. That number is 427-9302. They open on Mondays through Fridays from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. What I ask you to do is just go by there and make sure that you be a part of it. You'll see yourself. Enterprise Square Plaza. One of the best places to save your money, save your time, make it more convenient from you. Say you got to run around there from the nursing home or something, you need a wheelchair, mobile wheelchair, say put it in gear and go by Enterprise Square. Say we enjoy. But we're talking about today some great good things that are happening. They're happening there at Enterprise Square Plaza. But then I know another place where something good is happening. But I'm not going to tell you about that yet, because I'm still worried about what's happening out at Langston. What is happening out at Langston? How are we going to win out there? What can we do? We understand the fact that we have a great team. We understand the fact that we have some great debaters. We understand the fact that we have some great cheerleaders. We understand the fact that we have some great French teachers and all that. All of this works at Langston University. Say, if you're interested in continuing your education or even starting your education, why don't you look into Langston? Say, we listed in the Oklahoma City phone book, 1411-1411. You can call that number and ask for Langston University. Give me Langston, man. I need some help, Jack. I need to get out of this rut I'm in. Langston will help you. But then there have been some great people out there. I want to tease my people that are out there, because we're having a great time. I know they're sitting back relaxing, raining on them. I'm sitting here in this nice warm studio here. Thank you, KBYE 890 on your AM dial. Say, call a friend. Make sure that they understand that today you're listening to the Clara Looper Radio Show. Calvin Looper is your host. Super Loop, some people call me. Crazy Loop, some people call me. But we have no fear, we have no scare, because we enjoy doing it. We enjoy being a part of your show. Thanks to Dr. A.L. Dow. Dr. Dow has done a lot to help me, If it wasn't for Dr. Dow, I couldn't read these ads. You know, why you say that, Calvin? Because of the fact that Dr. Dowell is my optometrist. Optometrist, O-P-T something, O-M-E-T-E-R-I-S-T. Did I misspell it, Shelley? Don't worry about it if I did, because of the fact that I'm talking about somebody that's going to help you see better. I'm talking about somebody that's going to help your son, your daughter, see better in classrooms. You know, instead of being in the back row, you might can come up into the front row. Why don't you go by Dr. L. Dowell? He's located 934 Northeast 8th Street. You can call for an appointment at 235-0536. Say, I remind all of you that you need to have your pen, your pencil ready. When you're listening to the Clara Luper Radio Show, we be talking about some great things. We be talking about how to mark your ballot. How to mark your ballot? You can't say that on the air, but then we can tell you about the good things that have been happening. You know, we're glad to be a part of the crowd when the President of the United States was here. I take my hat off, even though my hat has a hole in it. I'm glad that the man came through here because he realizes that Oklahoma is part of the United States. So we come a long way. Senator Nichols, I'm glad that you tried your best to do your best to let them make sure. But we're not going to talk about no politics now because I know who I'm voting for. Do you know who you're voting for? I hope you're registered because the deadline is over. Now is a decision time. Now comes time for all intelligent people. For all of you that are listening, now comes the time for you to decide to vote. Shall you vote for a Reagan supporter, or shall you vote for a person who is voting, has proved himself, well, we're not going to, I don't know, he's proved himself to not be a Reagan supporter, but then, you know, if you want to vote for Reagan supporters, if you want to vote for non-Reagan supporters, that's up to you. But then have no fear, because Loop is here. We're talking about it live in living color. We're going to have a good time. We're going to sit back. We're going to relax. And we're going to have a minute here, because there's a song I remember, 417. This sends out to my very favorite sister-in-law. Lady, you know, she can't go wrong. She can't go... Well, I'm not going to say that because I'm going to wait. Coach, hello, this isn't the coach. This is one of the coach's assistants, coach assistant. How are you doing? What is your name and who are you?
Football coach at Langston University.
Yeah, you are?
You know by now the line
Oh, okay.
homecoming game. The game Clara's being played at 3:30 and will probably be over at the time of this broadcasting. Clara, I'd like to say again that our seniors on our team have done a two more games left after our homecoming that we can win those two games and be victorious. And Clara, you know, the key thing again is that in our program we're still developing. We're still getting our players accustomed to attending classes every day. Our program for academics. And so, Clara, I'd like to mention again the senior football players on our squad. Al Young, a senior from Kansas City, Missouri, is a defensive back. Al right now, Clara's hurt, and he won't be playing in this homecoming game. And we're going to have to wait to see if he's going to be able to play in the Southwestern game later on in the season. Another senior, Clara, on our football squad is Alton Scott. Alton Scott is from Texas. Alton is a defensive back. Alton also, Clara, will not be participating in this game. James Harding, senior nose guard. James is from Guthrie, Oklahoma. James has been doing an excellent job in the classroom and on the football field for us. Regalon Haley, a wide receiver. Regalon is a starter for us, and Clara, he's been doing a good job academically and also in the football field for us. Mike Andrews, linebacker. Mike is from California. Mike is a two-year starter at Langston, and Clara, he's a big leader for the defensive squad. He has an excellent nose for the football. And Clara, so as you can see, just with those couple of young men right there, we don't have a lot of seniors. One of the seniors on the squad is Elton Harris. Elton Harris, a defensive back. Elton will play a lot on the special teams this week. So Clara, you know, those are our squad as far as players at different positions. Right now we're playing Stacy LeMay, a freshman, at quarterback. He's substituting with Steve Gilbert. And I really feel like Stacy LeMay will come along and do an excellent job for us. Another running back that's been starring for us so far this season is Willie Shirley. Willie is 5'11", 28 pounds, from Davis, Oklahoma. And Willie, along with Paul White, has provided us with excellent running back potential so far this season. And Clara, we think that those young men that I've mentioned so far are key people in our program and have been doing a good job for us so far. Clara, I also like to mention to you the name of our assistant football coaches again. Greg Johnson. Greg's from Watonga, Oklahoma. He coaches defensive back. Marvin Brown. Marvin is from Emporia, Virginia. He's a student coach, and he coaches running backs. Phil Davis. Phil is from Langston, Oklahoma. He is our defensive line assistant coach, and also he's our head manager. Damon Byers. Damon is from Iowa. I coached Damon myself, Clara, on the college level about 3 years ago. Damon coaches for us, coaches the tight ends and wide receivers. Razzie Smith, our linebacker coach, he's from Florida. Ted Kozinski, our quarterback coach, Ted's from Missouri. And our athletic director, Shelby Launer, who's given me a lot of assistance as far as preparing the team, as far as helping out in numerous areas. And our president, Clara, who's been very, very supportive of myself and the program throughout the whole season, President Ernest L. Holloway. Clara, as I stated before, we've got 2 more games left after our homecoming game, and those games are with Southwestern State University here in Langston at 1:30 on November the 8th, and then on November the 15th, Clara, we close out our season versus Pittsburgh State University in Pittsburgh, Kansas at 1:30. Clara, hopefully we will see a lot of fans out for our last home game on November the 8th. On November the 1, Clara, we've got an open date that is no football at all for Langston University's football squad. Hopefully, Clara, next year we'll have a 10-game schedule instead of a 9-game schedule.
Well, what can you say, Coach? You know, we're looking forward to Langston having a very successful year. We're looking forward to Langston doing their very best. I have this very special song that I want to send out to you. Studio 75, Calvin Looper, your favorite photographer. You know, say we take.
Inciting to riot, disorderly conduct, obstructing the street. These are some of the charges leveled at our next inductee, as she and the garbage workers demonstrators were taken to Verity House or to jail. Reverend W.K. Jackson's face in the preface, Behold the Walls by Clara Lewis. An important event in the civil rights movement occurred in Oklahoma City on August 19, 1958. Over a year before the sit-in movement started in Greensboro, North Carolina, the Oklahoma City Youth Council of the NAACP, led by Clara Looper, staged the first in a series of lunch-counter sit-ins and other demonstrations, which were to last 5 years and 11 months. This series of protests were important, not only because they integrated eating places, but also because they were the first major demonstration of the sit-in movement of the 1960s and the longest non-violent concentrated movement in America's history. The sit-ins created a climate where interracial progress could be made. They changed hiring practices, housing patterns, exposed hidden segregational spots, and paved the way for unborn generations. This gives some insight into the magnanimity of our next inductee, Mrs. Clara Looper. And yet I say some insight, for it may be rather difficult to grasp the many dynamic facets of Clara, the lady. Oline Watkins seems to agree with me as we hear her words from the preface of the same book. Quote, there is much more more to Clara Luper than the sparkling success as a civil rights NAACP worker. She has wisdom, wit, honesty, and a rare sense of humor. Her love for people is perhaps her greatest asset. Yes, from an honorable beginning as a an elevator operator and a maid, Clara has moved through several decades of work in the classrooms of Oklahoma. She has served as a consultant for various federal and educational agencies and as a counselor, as we hear her say on the Clara Luper radio show. I am a marriage counselor. Call me. One aspect of Clara's political involvement was her candidacy for the United States Senate in 1972. She has received over 200 awards and citations, including the Langton Alumni Award, the NAACP's National Service Citation, and was a nominee for the Delta Sigma Theta National Award. Clara had several firsts that we are all proud of, among which are first Black Vice President of the Oklahoma County Teachers Association, first Black Vice President of the Oklahoma City Social Science Teachers Association, first Black student to enroll in the History Department of the University of Oklahoma, first Black to write and produce with student involvement a movie, Brother President, which is still being shown throughout the United States. If Clara wants the job done, she does it. State Director of Miss Black Oklahoma, State Director of Mr. Talent USA, co-founder of the Soul Bazaar, founder of Black Voices Magazine, author of the book Behold the Walls, the Civil Rights Story in Oklahoma City, and the Clara Luper radio program, which airs on Saturday afternoons on KBYE AM radio. Yet, her civil rights involvement, which seems to expand the breadth of her existence, is monumental. Let me cite some of these activities. Advisor, America's prize-winning NAACP Youth Council. NAACP Youth Council advisor since 1958. Assistant State Youth Advisor. Past Region 6 NAACP Youth Advisor, Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and Louisiana. Former member of the National Youth Works Committee. Founder of the Miss NAACP USA Membership Pageant. Leader of America's first highly publicized sit-in in America's history, 1958 to 1964. Leader of the Oklahoma City Sanitation Workers Strike. Leader in the school integration fight. Leader of the March to Lawton to integrate JoJo's amusement park. Participated in the historic March on Washington, D.C., Selma, Alabama, and every other major march in America. She has been arrested 26 times in civil rights activities. She led Tulsa's first Freedom March to integrate. We might even call this through the years and continue. For Mrs. Luper even started me off as a high school student, a fact of which I am very proud. Yet, Clara did not really desire accepting this honor. In a personal conversation, she said that her honor goes to the moms, dads, and grandparents who struggled long and hard before her. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Clara Luper. For your many civil rights activities, they are many. I'm especially impressed with you leading America's first highly publicized city in the 50s and 60s. I'm also impressed, Tyler, with how you have shaped the lives of those youngsters who came through your classroom and how you had them even participate with you in your activities and your business involvement. For these activities, we proudly induct you into the Afro-American Hall of Fame.
Yabba dabba doo!
I do not feel that I have the words that can adequately express my appreciation and gratitude to those of you that have honored me. From the dark skies of Oklahoma, I have come. With lessons taught by uneducated parents, lessons of humility, gratitude, and love. So tonight I accept this award for providing that you will tell people that Clara Lupa accepted this award on behalf of those that plowed the fields, planted the cotton, mopped the floor, washed the dishes, cleaned the bathroom, and paved the way for this generation. I want you to tell people that I accepted the award tonight on behalf of those who lived in fear. Fear for their jobs and their lives, and yet believe their money, their time, their food, and others for the great cause of freedom. Tonight I stand in the scorching heat of yesterday's sunshine, where I've seen people frozen educationally, socially, and financially, a result of the long, dark nights of segregation and discrimination. So tonight I want you to leave here and tell people that Clara Lupa accepted this award on behalf of a mother and father who never had the opportunity to live in a hotel and who sleeps now in Yonder Salt. Tell them that I accept this on behalf of Mr. B.J. Diggs, Reverend Dale Sykes, Lillian Oliver, Theosia Crawford, and others, along with Timothy Lawson, who also sleep in Yonder Salt. Yes, I accept this award tonight. On behalf of many of my supporters who tonight are bent with misery, poverty, and frustration, and are victims of unpredictable circumstances. Tonight I stand here in the shadows of Anita Lord Zippy, Emily Freeman, Opaline Watkins, Evelyn Pittman, E. Melvin Porter, Ira Holmes, and others that have walked this way with me. Tonight, I feel this award because it gives me an opportunity to remember the road over which I have passed. Yes, I remember the crowds, I remember the awards, but I also remember the pain, the loneliness, the death threats, the cries of little children asking why. I can still feel the chill of cold spit fall and real spit as it hit my freedom on their face. Yes, I remember the children, and I remember my own children whose names maybe you will forget in the history and never remember. I can truly empathize with those that wrote a long time ago. Nobody knows the trouble I had. Nobody knows. But Clara Lupa and her family have been through it. Only God. But tonight, we come in humility. Those that are honoring me, you have really honored yourselves. Because I remember the words of a Leonard Hunter, Nancy Davis, the words of a Gladys Caddy Elliott, and Emma McCall, and Mabel Lucas, and others, saying to me, go on. So tonight we honor them. Remember, you are part of my team. And now that I'm coming to the evening of my life, It is my hope that when young people come through here and look at the pictures of Clara Lupo, they will continue to remind our people that we've come a long way. We have a long way to go. So tell them tonight in accepting this award, I accept it in the presence of my devoted family and friends. And tell them when they look at Clara Lupo, remember, that Clara Lupo believed in the sun when it didn't shine. She believed in the rain when it didn't fall. And most of all, she believed in the great God of the universe. And to him, I give the honor tonight. Thank you, members.
Another standing ovation, and people are in tears with this fiery speech given by this looper.
Job. All we
State Superintendent John Folks is building educational programs and opportunities second to none for an Oklahoma future that will be second to none. Strong leadership, building strong leaders. If you love children, you'll love Folks. John Folks. Elect John Folks, State Superintendent.
Paid for by the John M. Folks Campaign Committee.
Oh yes, indeed. I'm voting. I know where I'm voting. See, I was so glad to get to be able to go down there and register to vote. I got my voter registration card, and I felt good. I felt great because of the fact that I was part of the American system. You know, a lot of times you can talk about it, you can say how bad it is, how good it might could be, but then it ain't nothing like going out there and you're voting. You vote for people that you feel like. See, like I might vote for a young man that's running against the district attorney here, you know. But I might vote for him, but then that's my vote. If you don't like it, then you vote the other way. But I don't have no fear because the loop is here. And we're enjoying it live and in living color right here in KBYE. 89 on your AM down. We're having a good time. Running out of time. But we're having a good time. I want you to sit back. I want you to relax. I want you to remember that a lot of things that we said today, we may have said in jest, but we were sincere. We had some great things that we told you about. We told you about how good Rainbow Bread is. We told you about how good Judge Freeman has been, you know, is and willing to be. We told you about Watkins Stevens Nursing Home, a place to take care of your people, the people that you care something about, black, white, green, yellow, take care of them. Watkins Stevens Nursing Home, say one stop can do it all. You know, they take care of plenty of business out there at Watkins Stevens Nursing Home. But we have no fear, because we're lucky, because of the fact that here, live from Langston University, we have my dear sweet mom. She's come here, and I know that she hadn't been to a doctor lately, but I bet if her doctor gave her a prescription, she'd go somewhere.
I would go to McPherson's
You
Drug
would go
Store.
where?
McPherson's Drug Store.
You go where?
McPherson's Drug Store.
You go where?
Located here in Oklahoma City. McPherson's Drug Store is on 26th and Martin Luther King. It's open every day from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and on Sundays from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. The telephone number is 427-3092, and he gives a special discount, a 10% discount for senior citizens. Yes, it's the place to go. I would like to certainly thank you, Calvin, for pitching in for me today. You do such a wonderful job.
Pitching, Mama. I'm not pitching.
Oh, I was thinking about the game that's coming up. And last week, nobody won. We told you, though, some of us, 3 of us, that the Red Sox were going to win. This is a big game tonight. And, Calvin, who will win it?
I know. I'm going with the Mets. I'm 1,000% behind
I'm going with the Red Sox. And
I'm
Red
going
Sox
with Dr. Dial. I'm going with Mac down at McPherson's Drug Store. I'm going with Mac down at McPherson's Drug Store. We got it together. M&W Welding Company, we got it together.
Well,
but you know something more important than that, Mom? We are winners. The Mets will be the winners. You know, I'm voting for the winner.
Well, I would like for those of you to go to the poll. I want you to realize that there have been a lot of confusion in a name. There are many people that believe that our Charles Owens, our judge, is running. He's not running. He's not running. He has already won the office. No one filed against Judge Charles Owens. Now, there's another Owens that's running that's trying to portray the fact that he might be that Owens. But when you get ready to vote for your judge, vote Judge Freeman. Would you call someone and tell them that Judge Charles Owens has already won, no one filed against him, and for them to vote in order to be free for Judge Freeman? As I look at the clock on the wall, I know it's time for Clara Luper to say goodbye. But before I say goodbye today, I would like to salute the people at the Avery Chapel AME Church. Mrs. Nyla Jewel Phillips and a committee gave a going-away reception for Reverend and Mrs. Irvin. No one has seen anything like it. It was out of sight.
Where are they going?
They are, Reverend Irvin will be pastoring in Little Rock, Arkansas. So many of you have criticized me last week because I say that we did not want a jackleg preacher at Oklahoma City, at Fifth Street Baptist Church. Now, you asked me what was a jackleg preacher. Let me ask you, what is a jackleg preacher? We are looking for a preacher at Fifth Street Baptist Church, and don't contact me, contact the pastoral committee.
Well, Mom, let's have no fear about that. You know, I'm going to let you sit back and relax about that. But I want to remind everybody to be a part of the Clara Luper radio show. Say she invited me to be our host. She invited me to be a part of today's show. We invite you to listen next week live here in Living Color. We're going to talk a little bit more about this Avery Chapel thing. I hate to see my Reverend Irvin go.
He's already gone, Calvin.
Oh, it brings tears to my eyes.
Those of you that would like to join us in a bachelor contest, be sure and contact me. And remember, November is our month to send in your nominees for the 1986 Bachelor's Contest. Be sure and listen for one of the